Hello everybody, what's up? Good evening. How are y'all doing? Another Plateless build indeed, yeah. MX Clear, cool. First mech switch you ever used? Interesting. Stock? They're kind of heavy though. Yo, Agile1, what's up? Mr. Pwner, hello. Zanira, One Drunk Man, Orion, how's it going? I'm doing good, thank you. I just, let's see, today, just had lunch with some friends, and then came back to clean a bunch of stuff. I have one of my old roommates moved out, and new roommates coming in this coming week, and so I'm just cleaning the place so that everything is, you know, nice and tidy before they come in. So yeah. So today, yo, Jokobo, thanks for the 1 year for tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. I do want to remind people, if you have been a sub for 3 months or longer, do exclamation stickers and click on that form and read what it says. Read carefully what it says, and you can get free stickers. If you don't read though, you won't get anything. Let me know when the next Diego roommate spot opens. I need to get in on that action. Free! That's right, free! Free. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing several things. First, we're going to unbox something that I was sent and arrived today. And next thing is what we're gonna do is we're gonna work with these guys. You can do exclamation plateless for information about what I'm gonna be doing today, or rather for the parts that I'm gonna be using today. It's basically a small kit of 3D printed, I guess, parts that allow you to retrofit a PCB into a case, and therefore allow for plateless mounting. So it basically is a spacer to hold a PCB. That's basically what it is. Yeah, suspenders. That's basically what it is. Right. So the reason I didn't list it as the kit was because I realized that the word is banned on Twitch. That's right. So even if you're in chat, you should try not to use it. I applied for a partner. I don't want to look bad. Just kidding. Anyway, so made by Sony the Hedgehog. Sony, not the not the brand related to the you know, to the PlayStation. But yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna be doing that. Let's get to the unboxing part first. So, has anybody noticed anything different this stream? Oh, I guess, oh wait, it's too early to say that. But has anybody noticed anything new? Probably not. So, 7V on desk? Well, yeah, sure, that's new if you weren't here yesterday. Yeah, I know you can use it technically. I'm just playing. All right. So I got a care package from New Jersey. Some people here don't like New Jersey, but this might make me like New Jersey for one reason or another. We indeed got a care package from Kinetic Labs. So let's open it up, shall we? Oh, I don't have exclamation knife. I realized. I don't have exclamation knife, but maybe I should put that. So, as you can see at the corner over there, Kinetic Labs is now a sponsor of Lightning keyboards. Thank you, Kinetic Labs, and they sent out a care package as something to check out. So let's see what we have here. We have just some paper. Maybe we'll just put it flat here. Oh, that's just a packing slip. Alright. So we got... Oh, some desk mat that has lightning on it. That's kind of cool. Another desk mat, 9009 desk mat, it says right here. Is it focusing? Is this focusing or no? I think. Oh, there. Another desk mat. This one is the Celestial desk mat. That's a lot of desk mats. So I don't know why I got so many desk mats. I thought I was just gonna get switches, but I got a lot of desk mats today. Blue Horizon desk mat. I guess I'll check them out. And then we got a bunch of switches. Well, and then we have a Bloom desk mat. And we got some... These are penguins, right? Penguins. We have some penguin switches. We have some Salmon Switches. We got some... Oh, these are the new ones. These are the Hippo linear switches. These are the hippos. Oh, extra springs for the penguins. Brushes. More brushes. Symmetric springs, 63.5 gram. Gold-plated symmetric springs. Interesting. Never tried this. Maybe these are like the long ones that I've seen like in the Cobalts. Like probably very similar to that. A thank you card. You can check out Kinetic Labs on Twitter, on Instagram. They have a Discord and a website, kineticlabs.store/lightning if you want to support the channel while you're at it. And this is the Carbon Gs1 Switch Lube. No GS2. Maybe they ran out of GS2. But we got GS1 today. Alright, I'm going to put these away because I'm not going to use them right away, I think. Maybe we'll use one of these for... No, it's okay. I'll use them when my other one is bad. So let's put a few things away. Alright, so we have these switches. Which I eventually will try one day. But, and then someone told me to unpack which one? The Sunny desk mat? Sunny Day, Blue Horizon, Celestial. So you can check out all these products at the at their store. Okay, can you show off the Celestial pad? Sure. that's kind of cool. Whoa. This is the sunny day desk mat. It has very like soft colors. Kind of cool. And then someone wanted to see the celestial desk mat. Celestial desk mat. Okay. Yay! I guess more backgrounds for my pictures. Stars? Oh yeah. I'm not sure why the stars, but I guess that's fine. Oh! This is my cup of tea. Ooh, it's like a launch pad with a astronaut on the left here, and like a command center, I guess. How many pads do you use on your desk now? Right now I have 4 desk pads, I think. I don't want to put all these up. I don't want to put all these above what I have though. But yeah, whoever wanted to see the celestial one, pretty nice. A nice darkish color. Put these separately. Do we check them all out? Do you guys want to see them all? Are you guys even interested in desk mats? Or do I stop? Are you bored of desk mats already? This is the Blue Horizon desk mat. So this is Blue Horizon. Oh yeah, this one would go really nicely with the Shoko one. Maybe I'll put this one on. I'll put this one on after we're done. I'll use that in just a second. Okay, so I'll just leave this here on my lap for later. This is the Bloom desk mat, which I believe it's a flower themed desk mat. Well, tightly packed. This one is black background and then flowers kind of in a U shape. This one's pretty. This one's pretty if you want to have like a frame for your keyboard, sort of. Like your keyboard goes right there in the middle and everything else is black and the flowers are sort of surrounding it. It's a nice way to like frame things. This is kind of nice for that. This can be a pretty interesting photo background if you know how to, if you can play around the framing. Pretty interesting. Ooh. And then this one's pretty simple. I don't think I have to really unbox this or unpack this one, but it's just like a polka dots, 9009 polka dots, basically. But this one should be fairly simple. Yeah, so it's 9009 themed polka dot pattern. Pretty standard. All right, I'm gonna put these away for just a sec, and we're gonna try putting this new desk pad on. Nice gaff mat, thank you, thank you. The keyboard's a little heavy for this. Alright. This looks nice. Where do you get that desk mat from? Which one? So all of the desk mats we just saw, all this stuff we just saw is from kineticlabs.store/lightning if you want to support the channel. It is kineticlabs.store/lightning, not lightning keywords, just lightning. But thank you to Kinetic Labs. Wait, over here. Thank you to Kinetic Labs, to Christian for sending all these little goodies. I will definitely be trying out some of these things, not today, but on a different day. I'll try to put these into like builds and stuff, maybe. So here we have. Let's maybe show a few. So these are Salmon Switches, these are Hippos, and these are Penguins, I believe. So these are Tactiles. So these are Tactile Switches. These are called Salmon Switches. Does it say something? It says kinetic right at the top, and they have some tactility to it. Kind of like Holy Pandas, I guess. These are Holy Panda-like switches. Pretty cute color. I really dig the. I especially dig the bottom housing color. The bottom housing color is super cute. Yeah. All right, and here we have. These are the Penguin switches. Switch stem fell on my lube. Oh no. So these are Penguins. These are Tactiles, but these are lighter Tactiles. These are supposedly similar to Ergo Clears in tactility. Even someone who's a huge advocate of Ergo Clears, Sifo, he said that these were pretty nice. He said that he didn't really like them, the sound of them, but he really likes the feel. But these are pretty nice too. These are Penguin switches. And then we have these linears. These are the Hippo switches. The Hippo switches are linears with a ultra high molecular weight polyethylene stem, I believe. So these would be interesting switches to try too. So these are pretty smooth stock. Is 2021 a weave switches year? How come? No, I don't think so, but yeah. So these Hippos, yeah. Ultra high molecular weight polyethylene stem by Gateron, full nylon housing, and 63.5 gram springs. Pretty nice. And the color is nice and soft. I like this. Yeah. Thank you to Kinetic Labs for all these little goodies. Alright, let's get to the build. So today we're gonna be operating on my own XENO. So here is my XENO. Which has Analog Dreams on it. And some Ergo Clears that are lubed with 3204. So the current build on this guy right now, it actually is very, very close to Plateless. So it actually has a half palm plate. So it's very close to Plateless. So we're just gonna desolder the palm plate and and go from there and try to fit the playlist kit. So we don't have to do stabs, so this should be a relatively quick stream, at least in that regard. We can do other stuff later if we have time. So let's give it a shot. Kind of dirty from my grubby hands from before, I guess. But yeah, whatever. I'll clean it later. Can you explain why silver and blue work so well? I don't know. I actually don't know color theory enough to tell you that. To tell you why. They just work. I like silver and blue. Should do a before and after typing test? Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I should do that. You know what? I'll do that. You're right. You're right. You're right. Let's do a before and an after. It's too bad that I can't have them side by side, but I don't think it'll be much different, to be honest with you, but let's give it a shot. Thank you for the reminder. Alright. You don't have to understand, you just have to accept it. Silly pairs. Alright, so let's do this one first. Okay. Okay, let me open a typing test window for this. Whoa, what was that? One sec. Something is playing in the background and I'm not sure what it is. Wait. Are you worried that the keycap stem is stretched? No. No, I'm not. Clear stem is notorious? Yeah, I've heard that before. Okay, give me 1 second. Why is this like not working? Okay. I don't know why. My computer's been really bad lately. Okay. Typing test, typing test. Why is it's not opening up? Weird. Monkey type isn't opening up. Maybe 10 fast fingers? Oh, okay, there we go. Alright. Why is it blank? Why is it? Okay, there we go. Alright. Here we have it. Stream already starting sort of scuffed, so let's give this a shot. Alright, so right now the build is XENO half palm plate 62 gram ergo clears Tribosys 3204 and then GMK analog. Right, So that's what we currently have on this build. And then we're gonna basically take out the half pound plate, which I don't think it's gonna do much. But we're just testing out to see how the fitting of this kit works out. So, yep. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, it froze. Yeah, that was weird. It like look at this weird thing. It like froze here and like jumped. Maybe monkey type is kind of being a little odd today. But yeah, it says like I was AFK for 5 seconds. So weird. All right, but here are the mods. Whoops. Ah! I keep messing with the settings here. All right. Retest? Oh yeah, okay. We can try and retest. Let me. What's going on there? All right, let's retest. All right. Yeah, the site's kind of like slow, or maybe my computer's acting up. I have no idea. What's going on? Sound like Dunzo. We are typing on this XENO with a half pound plate, just to see what it sounds like before we remove the plate. Here we go. Let's try again. What's the software? This is called Monkey Type. This is monkeytype.com, the typing test above. Alright. Yeah, monkey tape's kind of slow today, I don't know why. Alright, so that's what the board sounds like before we remove the plates. Yo! Toki, what's up, dude? Alright. Okay. We were just talking about this board? Yeah, we were. Where were the screwdrivers? Okay. Alright. So what we're gonna be doing is we're basically gonna be desoldering the part that holds to the plate, and then we're gonna take out the plate and we're going to try to mount the PCB onto the case. Daughter board. Alright, so that's the bottom. Alright, so now we're going to take this out. If I had to get a TKL, it would be XENO. It's not a TKL though. It's a 75%, but it's pretty much the same thing as far as functionality goes. So it is a good looking PCB, although I should have cleaned this up a little better, but it looks kind of dirty. All right, so let's see. So we're gonna take out, so let me show you, well, let me make it clear, so I probably should do this. So we're gonna remove the half plate portion of the plate, which is here the function row and around. XENO best kill, what do you mean? Does it cover the backspace? Yeah, it does. Is that the Shimon Pro I've been hearing about? Oh gosh. That's rude. Doesn't have a knob. If should I switch this to 7U? It's fine. Let's leave it 6.25. Okay, so that's where the half plate ends, pretty much. So this part is the half plate, and the rest is directly already mounted to the PCB. So the rest is already PCB mount. So I don't think it's gonna make a big difference, but we'll see. Alright, so this might be a little loud, so I'm gonna maybe a little further out. Are those ergo on the board? Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna heat up my desoldering gun. And in the meantime, maybe wipe this down a little. Alright. Alright, so a little bit of desoldering gun noise. So bear with it. Yeah, ergo. So MX clears just generally do have slightly thicker stems. So if you're removing keycaps from ergo clears, or I mean MX clears, definitely use a switch, a keycap puller, and wiggle while you're pulling on the way up, or try to pull straight up rather than at an angle. You want to avoid pulling at an angle. Another 7V? No, it's the same 7V from yesterday. The current board is a XENO, the one I'm desoldering a bit of. Oh, another 7V in the queue. I see. Yes, indeed. We do have another 7V in the queue. Alright. Let's take these switches out. Alright, there's the plate. Alright, so we're gonna try the fitment first. I think the fitment is probably more important than anything else right now. So let's try. Sorry for the cars outside. Alright. Let me see. So ideally I should just be able to tightly clip these on here. Okay, let me just oh, it's not plugged in, right? Yo, and Brandon, what's up? Your sub is back indeed. Thank you so much for the 4 months for the Prime Gaming sub. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing? Alright, so let's take a look. Maybe, let's see. Look at the mounting points for the plate. Kind of go with that first. So near the escape key here. And then I think the rest is sort of symmetrical, but I'm gonna try doing a little bit off. Something like that, maybe. Maybe one more, actually. That one's not too tight. Yeah, so you can actually play around with where you want to place them. So that's the convenient part of it. Alright, let's see. Oh man, this daughterboard too though, it's a bit bothersome, but we'll see. Maybe, you know, I'll remove the daughterboard cable for now and see if it can just fit at least. Okay, so I need to avoid some of these areas. Like definitely gonna bottom out though. Whoa, so I need to make sure it doesn't get in the way of this. Did Sony just send you some? Yeah, so Sony sent me some to try, indeed. I mean, this will like 100% bottom out, but I guess as long as I don't press it too hard, it should be fine. Something like that. Now, one thing I'm kind of unsure about is, do I need any on the sides for alignment? I probably do. No? Maybe not. Maybe I don't. Maybe I can just line them up with the keycaps. So, okay. Well, I'm just gonna put some of these switches in and see if I can try it without soldering just yet. Let's put some of these, at least just the stabs and some of these main keys here. But it looks like it definitely sits a bit lower, so something to keep in mind when you do this. Let me see if it interferes with any of the switches. I mean, with any of the any of the switches. Let's see. Let's try this. At least. Use an R1 key to line it up. Okay, that seems to fit. But definitely feels a bit close to the bottom edge, to the bottom. Like it would bottom out here. Yeah. So how do I work around that? We'll see. This part kind of bottom outs easily though. Should I lift this up a little? But the rest seems fine. Oh, damn it. Okay, let me just take a look at it from this side. No, this looks okay actually. Keycaps are sub 8 grams? 8 grams sounds heavy. 8 grams sounds extremely heavy for a keycap. This is not bad actually. Doesn't It doesn't resonate that much. Let's see. So maybe I'll try soldering these in and see how it goes. Yeah, let's try soldering these switches and see how it goes. What do you use to polish your Hyperglides, J Savs? I just read that just now. Alright, let's see. And daughterboard's gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt, but we'll work it out. Let's put the switches on for now. Were these made for the XENO? Yeah, so you need the measurements. So I believe Sony asked Pwner for measurements, and the measurements, like, you know, he took those measurements into account, and that's how you make them, right? So if you go to the thread for the retrofit kits, right? So you do exclamation plateless and you go there. He says that when you need, in the how to design segment, you need the spacing between the PCB and the inside edge of the case, then the gap between the PCB and the bottom of the case, and then finally the thickness of the PCB, right? Yeah. So I got these other ones that are slightly differently sized. I believe he sent me two kits, one that were slightly undersized and one that were slightly, like regular, quote unquote. So one are slightly smaller than the others. So we just have these two kits just in case. But I heard that the regular ones work better. Yo, Sean, how you, buddy? Diamond paste. I didn't think it was gonna turn out good. Boy, I was wrong. Oh, that's interesting. Cool. Wow, good to know. Okay. That's an interesting way of doing it. How long did it take for you to polish these, though? Like, did it take you a long time to do a full batch of them? I imagine it could take a while. It's just like a bunch of work. A little bit mixed today, more intense emotions today, and a lot of throwing up. Throwing up? From what? Do you eat something bad, or do you drink? It's not good. Well, I mean, not to that extent anyway. I don't really think it sounds that much different from pre-Plateless, but one thing about Plateless that's nice, just like I said last night about the 7V, is that if I needed to switch layouts, it's easy. If I needed to relube my stabs, it's easy. So that part is pretty convenient. My body's instant reaction to stress. Oh, I see. Situation just amplifies more. We keep moving forward. True. That's rough, man. Sorry to hear that. Did 60 of them, wasn't too bad. 15-20 minutes longer than regular lubing, then broke them in for about 2 hours. Used Windex to clean them. Water leaves a sticky feeling, so better to use Windex. Oh, I see, because it's like paste, right? Yeah, I could see that. I could see why. Can always send you a sound test of stock versus polished. Yes, sure. I would want to check it out. Yo, Alex, how are you doing? It is the weekend. I hope your weekend has been good so far. All right, just heating up my soldering iron now. I'm gonna bring up this piece of foam just so I don't like burn anything. Alright, let's... This soldering should be pretty quick, so I'm just gonna do it really fast. Okay, one thing I should probably take care of is the backspace here. Ooh, we should be careful with that. Almost burnt myself there. Instinctively reacted at the right time, but yeah, that was dangerous. All right, I'm gonna put the backspace key on it. Where did I put it? So far so good. Lubing switches, nice, dude. Got a lot to lube because I have so many switches to lube right now. Wait, where did I put the backspace key? Do you guys see it? Oh, here it is. After doing my vintage blacks, I realized I didn't like them that much. Oh, that's too bad. But then again, yeah, it's a bit of a hit or miss. I feel like for cherry switches, you definitely have to, well, I guess, cherry pick. So yeah. But yeah, you gotta try things out too. Let's see. Got into a private run of the Palmetto. There's a private run? Didn't know that. Didn't know that there was a private run. That's cool. Pink champagne with blue brush weight. So blue brush meaning the weight is made out of what? Aluminum? It's an aluminum weight instead of brass? Pin is slightly bent. Biggest bummer today, Diego, is no gym today. Tomorrow my arms are going to fall off. Kind of went from 0 to 100 real quick. Oh buddy, you need your break days too, your rest days too. You know that it's pointless to go to the gym every day already if you don't let them rest. Oh yeah, I want to remind people, just a PSA, that tonight is the last night for Hammerworks CRP. If you have not gotten your Hammerworks CRP sets, the beige sets, the PVT sets by Hammerworks, they're on Drop, Syrup Labs, and other vendors, but tonight is the last night for them. Just FYI. FYI. Thank you for CRP reminder. No problem. Yeah, some friends were talking about it too, so I was like, oh yeah, I should remind people because it sucks to miss out on something so nice. So I'm currently just soldering one leg of each switch. Aside from the few that I did fully at first, but I'm doing this just because I want to make sure the switches are lined up, and then once I make sure that they're lined up, I can solder the second leg of this switch. But yeah, that's why we're doing it this way. Good things at least is I worked on my website, got some really good progress on an internship. We keep going. Very nice, Sean. Looks like you were being pretty productive. It's actually really awesome. I don't have productive days too often, actually. My days don't tend to be too productive these days. I need to find a lot of motivation to do that. 4 AM again. Good night. Oh, it is late over in Europe. So, good night. Have a good night, Zenera. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alright, let's just make sure some of these things are actually straight. Especially caps lock tends to sometimes be a bit iffy. Okay, that looks fine. And the tab key also. Oh, I see. It's just a keycap. Okay, that's fine. Oh, camera frozen. It did freeze. Apologies for that. Probably just need to restart that. Sorry about that. Wait a sec. What the hell? Why did this freeze? Okay, hold up. What the? Did my mouse die? Or what the hell is going on here? Hello? Well, my mouse cursor is like not moving. Did my... Oh god. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Came back, and then I'm gonna fix the camera, so apologies for that. Alright. We're back, right? I think we're back. Anthony's streaming. Oh, that's been a while since I've heard that name being online. He doesn't stream often anymore. Or at least I don't see him often. Online often. So, this mod has been pretty quick, but Maybe, let me think about it. Shit, I don't know. I might want to go to sleep early today. Purchase CRP, hopefully I'll not regret. I don't think you'll regret. I'm not sure why you would think that way. I think most people who get CRP don't really regret getting CRP. So nice. Future Funk so close to shipping finally. Oh, Chillgam would be pretty happy about that because he's been looking for Future Funk for a while. Or he's been wanting Future Funk for a while. Alright, we're done doing this soldering, I think. Just make sure everything's fine. Alright, let's I guess first things first, let's try to put it into the keyboard, and then let's also try to plug it in. Alright, so let's try to put it in maybe like 7 or 8 mounting positions. So gonna go watch a movie with the fam though. We'll hopefully catch you next time. No worries, buddy. You sound sleepy. I sound sleepy, do I? Maybe I am, huh? I took a nap earlier, but yeah. Been streaming a lot recently. That is true. I have been streaming a decent bit lately. Is it because you're just free this week? I'm just scheduling time for myself to stream, and also because I've been trying to push for a partner, so I need to keep up a certain rate of streaming for each week. Because last time, one of the times I applied for partner and got rejected, one of the bases for that was that I had not streamed enough that particular, like at the time they had revised the application, which was, or they were like looking at the application, which was kind of funny because I otherwise was fine. But yeah, so it goes. Sometimes you just don't know what they're gonna tell you. So, all right, this seems to fit. Seems like a pretty decent fit here. Just make sure it's all nice and easy. Oh, Sean, take care of yourself, and also your message from the sticker really cheered me up. Really cheered me up. Cheered up my day. You're welcome. I'm glad you like that. Alright, let's see if this fits, first of all. Okay, it seems to fit, but I need to make sure that it fits on the sides properly. I got the yellow here. Okay, so I think the fitment for these is alright. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug it in. Hopefully it's not too much trouble. Alright, let's see. How do I do this without it being like crazy? Is it too short? Is it too long? Oh, I'm so shit at plugging in daughter boards. I mean, the DMJST cable. Alright, there we go. Okay, now, just to make sure this goes back in place. Anyway, you traded your R3 2-lip set for SAT dicep, so now I don't have any CRP. So hard to resist picking up more sets for R4. Oh, I see, I see. You sound like my mom after work and she was tired of our shit. Really? Do I sound that tired? Holy shit. Okay. I believe you. Okay, I think it fit. It fit okay. One thing I kind of don't really like that it has a bit of room to slide, but I guess once the keycaps are on, it should be okay. Let's just test it out first. The question is, does it work? It does, okay. Gonna open up VIA to check everything's fine. Hey, Vile Deacon, what's up? Let's see, key tester. Huh? Oh shit. Ooh, okay, if I do press a little hard here, it definitely shorts a couple, like one key right here. Do you guys see this? It's kind of interesting. If I press really hard, it shorts on the case, but it's like I have to press pretty hard for that, so it's not too bad. It's not gonna happen in practice, at least. So we're just making sure that everything's fine in that regard. That if I do press hard, it doesn't short anything else. What does it do that? Because the PCB is really close to the case. Alright, so like basically the PCB is sinking and like the switch pins are making contact with the case. But that's only because I'm pressing very hard. Yeah. So in real practice, it's like not gonna happen. So it's fine. Yeah. Alright, let's try to close this case up then. So the case bridges the pins? Yeah, basically, right? Like it's metal, so it's gonna make electrical contact, right? Yeah. It conducts. I guess if somebody clipped the previous typing test, you can like compare pre and post mod. Because that's one way to see it. But to be honest, the difference is not going to be big because I was using a half palm plate of all things. Alright, let's... Ooh, slides quite a bit, but should be fine. Can I get a sip? It is pretty yummy. Sounds mad refreshing. It's pretty tasty. It's agua de horchata, right? Horchata. Thoughts on the Tomo? It's a cool board. I mean, if you like it, you should get it. If you like the aesthetic of it. I mean, I'm sure it'll be a fine board. It's not like it's UT's first keyboard. I'm sure it'll be a just fine board. Like it'll be pretty nice. One thing is you do have to wait quite a bit for it, but shouldn't be a real big problem, I think. But yeah, I do like the color choices that they have for the Tomo. I think some of those colors are super nice. I personally am pretty partial to the olive. Ooh, this thing just like straight up sinks. That's cool. Okay, this is pretty nice. Rice water is dang. It indeed is basically rice water. How much do you think Mech market price will be when it ships? No idea. Maybe like the Xen, maybe like the 7V, probably be like $1,000 probably, right? Don't you think? I feel like people are gonna set it at a certain price, just waiting for people to get baited and buy one. Like basically just trying to bait people who have FOMO, which is horrible. But yeah, people do that. I think I like the layout of the 7V better than XENO. I think I actually, you know, I actually like the layout of the XENO a little bit more. Couple of reasons is that, okay, I guess the offset arrows can be, no, you know, I actually don't really like the offset arrows that much because I feel like I miss them when I like move my hand. It's nice because they're separate in a separate cluster, so that makes them easy to find. But I feel like I sometimes miss the up arrow here. I was using it and I kind of realized that. And for this 3 cluster and this 1 cluster is like, I don't know, I'm not sure about corner blocker for this board, but yeah. And also this part looks really compressed compared to XENO, so that's another thing. Yeah. But I mean, it's still like a 75% layout, so functionally it's fine. Okay, keyboard seems to be totally working. Wait, is it though? Okay, I think it should be fine. Do you prefer F13 or standard? I prefer standard TKL. I much prefer standard TKL. actually. I think F13 is too cramped. The top row is too cramped. There's just too many keys, or rather, there's too little space between things. That's what I don't like about it. What mouse is that? This? It's an MX Master 3. I think you can do I think exclamation mouse. Yeah, there you go. Alright, let's give this one a shot now. Should be pretty similar though. Yeah, so it should be pretty similar to the to this thing here. So let's try it out to the to half palm plate. All right. You mean F13 is better because the F keys are closer to the number row counterparts, or which one? Wait, no. You like standard better? F keys are closer to the number row counterparts. That must be standard then. Standard has F12 and the rest aligned to the F13 better. Really? I thought standard had the F row keys. Oh, like F1 is close to 1 and such. Yeah, I guess so. But the thing is, I never miss those keys when I touch type and like I'm not looking at them. Anyway, so that's a separate discussion to be had. But yeah. All right, so this is now plateless. A plateless XENO with ergo clears, so no plate. Should be pretty similar to the time when we typed earlier, so let's give it a shot. It is very similar, TBH. At least the alphas are, but it's very bouncy for sure. You can definitely tell that there's quite a bit of movement here. I mean, you can kind of tell if you look at maybe close to the edge here, and I'm like pressing down here, you can see the whole thing move a little, right? Yeah. But if you guys want to listen to the mods, here it goes. This Alt key sounds really hollow. Don't know why. I like the spacebar sound better. You can hear the shake a little bit here, like this part right here at the edge. Because the edge is not supported, so you can tell that it moves the most when you press here and here. But because I actually don't use these with that much frequency, it's actually okay. It doesn't really matter to me. I like this sound of the spacebar better. I think it sounds a little different. I'm not sure if I'm imagining things, but the spacebar sounds a little different, I think. I don't remember exactly what the board sounded like exactly like before the change, but it kind of feels a little nicer here. Feels a little nicer at the spacebar, and it feels a little better at the arrow keys here. This part definitely flexes a lot more because it's not supported by a plate, and it also is furthest away from the fixed points. But I don't care. It doesn't really matter too much to me. Like this part here is the most, it's like the shaky part of the board. But the rest sounds pretty good though. Yeah, that spacebar sounds really fucking good. This spacebar sounds really nice. Yeah, I like it. And yeah, it's super bouncy. Like you can visibly tell that everything's sort of shaking and moving when I press things, right? Like you can just tell at the edges, especially, you can tell that it shifts a little every time I press. Sounds like a spacebar. Yeah, it does sound like a keyboard. But like, let's see. So the 7V is also plateless, but a little different. And also these have like more heavily lubed linears. Yep. These boards are looking pretty nice though. Yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about before and after? Do you guys think it makes a difference? Well, at least, well, feel-wise, I can definitely tell you this is pretty nice. Yo, Ark, what's up, buddy? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué onda, compadre? Hello, hello. El rojo es el mejor color. Rojo, very nice. The moth and spacebar sound whack, IMO. Whack as in bad, or whack as in crazy good. Let's see, what did I miss earlier? I order a lot of stuff for CRP, just FYI. Honestly, can't really tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell because I had a half palm, but I think the spacebar sounds really nice on this. I like that sound. Kind of stands out from the rest, which is something that I do enjoy. On some keyboards, I actually do prefer that the spacebar sounds a little more similar to the rest, but in this particular case, I think I do like the sound. Well, that's also because I'm pressing it pretty strongly. Like, that's only because I'm pressing with my index finger, but when I'm like typing normally, it's like yeah. So obviously, if I'm pressing it with the index finger like really hard, yeah, it's gonna sound pretty harsh. Can we invert it? You mean you mean flip the spacebar? No, I'm not. I'm never gonna do that. I don't know why I should ever do that. Let me see if I realize I might have missed like redemptions for stream today. My dashboard's not up for some reason, which is weird. Oh wait, oh, I just realized I'm not typing on anything. Inverted spacebar sound better? Oh god, you heathen. Anyway, do exclamation plateless if you want to check out the simp kit. Oh, you want to check out the simp kit by Sony. He pretty much just defines the method of how you do it. It's not very hard. All you need to know is the measurements between the the PCB and the bottom of the case, and then from the edges, and you can make these little tabs. These are just little tabs that go that like lodge onto your PCB. Let me show there. And basically, you know, it sits on the floor of the case and it keeps your PCB a little bit away from the bottom. And it should be just enough distance so that you don't like have things short out and stuff. Yeah. But it's pretty cool. I think for anybody who says like, oh, I only bought a brass plate for my keyboard and I want to try something new, this is a really good way to basically change it up completely. Like you're like, I hate my brass plate, or I hate my alu plate, and I want to try something different, but I don't want to like sell the board, or I want to just, you know, try something new on this board, and I don't want to, you know, I don't like my options out there. So this is a good way to just be like, I have my PCB, I can desolder it. I'm just gonna toss the plate out and try plateless. So yeah, if you go on Keycaps, the page, you can see that all of the descriptions there. But I mean, I can show you guys what I mean by that. So if you go here, like there's a thread here, plateless retrofit kits for keyboards, and basically this is the design. And again, this is what we did today. You put it in between the PCB and the edge of the case, and it basically just keeps your PCB afloat. But it's super easy. There's the STL file here, so you can just easily like edit it. All you need to know is just those thicknesses and have a 3D printer around. These are printed out of TPU, but yeah, if you're in like a makerspace or something, like you can just do so. But it's pretty handy. It's pretty nice. Yeah, no, this is sweet. It's a sweet way to change it up for your keyboard without without having to buy extra parts and whatnot. It's pretty nice. This is super neat. Great way to change it up completely. Yeah. And cheap too, so. Yeah, no. I like the idea. Can I make it out of silicone? I don't know. You should try it. You should try. Yeah, I don't know. You should try though. Try and let us know how it goes. How about that? Yep. So I guess I should have taken a closer screenshot. This is fine. This is pretty funny. Okay, so if I flip over the case, like, I mean, like if I flip it over, look at this. I'm not sure if I can show it, but you guys see the PCBs like, because there's nothing to stop it, right? So it just there's nothing to stop it, so it can like pretty easily like dislodge it, but yeah. Otherwise, it's fine. Yeah. I'm pretty satisfied with this, TBH. I'm gonna keep it this way for this board. Keep it plateless. So now that I missed out on 7V, this is like my own version of 7V, I guess. Plateless. And it didn't cost me much, really. Shipping. Yeah. I'll use this for now. Y'all have any questions or anything for me to try out or show you? Or if you had any questions about group buys or other things. So I do want to thank Kinetic Labs for sending all this cool stuff. All these desk mats and these switches. I definitely am curious about trying out this this thing. Apparently this is a some carbon Gs1 lube. Oh, interesting. It's from Miller Stevenson. Oh, carbon and logo are trademarks of Kinetic Labs. Wow, okay. And packaged by Miller Stevenson. That's interesting. I wonder what this is then. I mean, of course it's like a PTFE based grease or something, but huh. It's trademarked. Special blend. Time to ask Benj if you had anything to do with it? Yeah, I wonder. Kind of curious for sure. Huh. Okay. Cool. I'm excited to try it out. Yo, Bare Necessities, thank you so much for the 3 months. You know that if you do exclamation stickers, you can claim a free sticker. Even internationally, I will send one. And it's for free. Are you subbed, Pairs? If you're not subbed, I'm not gonna give you anything. You need to be an active sub. No? Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad, Pairs. SMH. Another $100 added to my CRP purchase. Congrats, Eric. And I also want to try these two guys. This and this. I want to try these Hippo switches, which have polyethylene stems, and they come fully unlubed, which is rather interesting. Let's see, do they feature any extra interesting springs or anything like that? No, spring is pretty normal. It's a steel spring. It is fully unlubed though, which is pretty nice. I don't see any lube on the leaf. I don't see any lube on the stem. It's completely dry. Stem looks really nice and smooth. Let me, if I could show you maybe close up. These Hippo switches though, it's completely dry stock. No factory lube. And then there's a steel spring. No factory lube on the inside either. Just completely dry. And this is a polyethylene stem with nylon housing is what I have as far as understanding for it. And it is a Gateron switch technically. So this is a Gateron Hippo. Gateron Hippo. Pretty cool. And then we have the Penguin switches. Y'all are going overboard with CRP. There's no such thing as overboard with CRP. You get R5 stuff for CRP? Yes, R5 absolutely. I absolutely would get R5. I mean, like R5 is exactly what I want out of CRP. So this one has, I believe, 67 gram springs. These are Penguin switches. These also come fully unlubed, and you can see it has a semi, kind of light tactility because of that bump there. Very smooth looking stem though, and again also dry inside, like no factory lube or anything. The color is pretty sweet as well, so I'll also be trying these at some point. Yeah. Yeah, these two switches, definitely gonna try them out at some point. Not sure when. I'll get to them at some point. Probably put them in one of my personal builds or something. Which I'm probably gonna do that, yeah. After joining CRP, I'm still thinking about buying GMK Cyrillic Beige. Ho ho. I see. Oh, this is the 7Vs over here. This is XENO, which we just built into the Plateless version today. And then there's these, which are Salmon Switches, but they're like kind of Holy Panda-like, which is not something that I'm looking for specifically for switches. But I guess at some point I might try them out. Maybe I'll just loop some of these in order to have for typing tests or like hot swap when people ask me to like try hot swap with different switches. I think these might be a good candidate for that. I think I might do that. And these springs just to swap into some build. I'm pretty sure I have oh, these are interesting. Wait, can I open this? Is it, oh, God. Is it sealed completely? This is like perfectly sealed. Just annoying. Hey, Lil Uzi Vert. Hello. How are you? Oh, no, not enough. There we go. These springs look interesting. Look at this. It's like a double spring. This is a single spring. This humongous double looking spring has basically a tight part in the middle and then goes all the way to the ends. Ah! Alright. Just letting life pass me by. Yeah. I understand. Have you tried 70 plateless? Yes. This current build is plateless. How does the spring taste? Probably like metallic. Right, it tastes like licking a can of Coke or something. Of Coca-Cola, I mean. Can you do a my brother, please? Okay. I was actually gonna look up my brother clip because I wanna make sure I do it right. So I'm gonna maybe listen to one before I do it properly. I'm just not gonna play it on. I don't think the audio shows. Yeah. Okay. New raid sound? That would be funny, right? Wait, where's the part where he says it? Where's the part where he says it? What is the fight part? Oh god, where is it? Ah, oh, damn it. Wait, where is it? Where is it? I need a... Come on. Okay. There was this part that's like, my best friendo, and then he's like in a fighting pose. And then let me find a brother. My brother. It came in at the perfect time, I see. Yeah. We're just having fun. Thank you for the 100 bits. Alright. So I think that's all I got for tonight. So next time I'm probably gonna be building a Rect 1800 by Canon Keys. I got my first GMK set in. Is it normal for the sides of the keycaps to have a different appearance where the stem of the switch is aligned? I can see 3 spots on the sides of the keycap? What do you mean? Spots? What kind of spots? Wait. For the sides of the keycaps to have a different appearance where the stem of the switch is aligned. Are those not like injection molding points maybe? But I mean, if it's on the side, I think it's okay. Yeah, you should probably just take a picture of that and try to ask people. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this was fun. I'm gonna try maybe adjusting the position of the tabs a little as I go, as I like work with this. Looks like just a little blemish on my anno. Let's see who is currently streaming. Suzzboards is doing his subathon today, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, he's doing his subathon today, so we can go rate Suzzboards to show some support. Someone I know rage quit CRP because he found out there's injection molding points at the top side. Huh? Are you serious? You know that that's everywhere, right? Like literally every keycap out there. Oh my god, look at how like it comes up. But like every keycap has an injection molding point at the top. Like right here. Can you tell? Oh, right there. There. You see it? You see that? You see that dot? That's an injection molding point. Are you serious though? Like, I mean, there's like flashing here. You can see a bit of flashing with the plastic here, which you can trim easily. Just use like an X-Acto knife or flush cutters or something. But like, yeah, are you? I don't know. That's so silly. Yeah, but every GMK cap is like that. He canceled his order on drop. That's hilarious. Too bad he'll be sorely disappointed that every keycap out there is basically like this. It's not an Infinikey or AliExpress double shot. I mean, well, to each their own, I argue. To each their own. Alright, let's see. But yeah, we can go rate Suzzboards in just a second. And then other than that, let me see. Do I have anything else for you guys? But yeah, I think that's all I have. So next time we'll be building a Rect 1800. And then I also have a Primus in the works. I'm currently modding switches for that. So we'll be building that afterwards. And then we'll have another 7V at some point soon. And what else is coming up? What else? And then I need to work on some switches for a personal build. So we'll work on a personal build later on. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see some more 75%. And we'll also see... Yeah, I think that's all I have for now, or at least that I'm 100% sure of. Yeah. Here's an example of the right full shift. Let me see. What does this look like? You mean like the slight discoloration at the front? Maybe it depends on the pigment. Maybe it's a pigment thing. I imagine it's a pigment thing. Yeah, look. You can actually see a bit of that here. I think. Okay, let me see if I can show it. There. It's so hard to put it in the light, but you guys, oh no, it's so difficult to show you. Okay, there maybe. Well, just look at the very center of the keycap. There's a slightly shinier spot. But literally, this is just probably the part of the process. Like, it's just pigment, or maybe part of the double shotting process that just heats up one part over the other, or maybe it's slightly thinner. I don't know. It could be anything. But I wouldn't care. I mean, same thing here. Like, you can see a bit of that here, over here. I wish I could show it without showing you how my hands are so dry right now. I should use some lotion. But yeah, like right around there, you can see some of that. But I think it's just in every keycap, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Yeah, if it's on the side of the cap, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think it's more apparent because it's black. Yeah, I think it's more apparent because it's black, and also because you're looking at it from at an angle, because you have it on an Alice. a layout board, which makes you look at the front a little bit more. So maybe that's why you're probably just noticing more. Whereas if it were covered by other keys, like if it were like in a regular shift position, you would actually not see it, right? But yeah. Yeah, I think it's just exacerbated from the lighting and the color. Yeah. Do you get any of the CRP Windows kits? Do you get just a bunch of R5 kits for the bottom row? The color window kits are so cute. Oh, so yeah, I can tell you how I did CRP. So the way I did CRP was basically I just basically always had, you basically have three things, right? So you have alphas, and then you would always pair it with some mod kit modifiers, right? So in my case, it was either like all in, or maybe like 80s, you can do that, right? Or maybe you want to do 60s plus, you know, something else. And then the last part would be like extras. So these are add-ons, right? So these include space bars. These include R5. What else? Numpad. You can have yeah, WinKeys, right? WinKeys also count as extras. Yeah. So you should. And yeah, icon mods I think are separate. I think icon mods are sort of like separate, right? So this is like your bare bones configuration for CRP. And then you have extra things like there's like Desco, there's like full kits, right? Full sets, right? So full sets will be like Xerox, HAD, right? The 2551, and I think Desco Black, right? Yeah. So like those will be extra things, right? So I will so every time I pick an alphas kit, I always pick the modifier kit, and I always picked an extras kit depending on what I wanted. So you can choose to get R5 but not WinKeys if you want. If you don't want to get WinKeys, you can get WinKeys but not R5 and so on. So extras are really truly just completely extra. It's like if you really want to get it, you should get it. But at least you should always be getting number 1 and number 2 together, always. Yeah. In my case, I did, for every alphas I had either all in or something else, and then I almost always had R5 and WinKeys. Xerox this time is different from last time. Yes, so Xerox this time is white. So actually, should we go over that a little bit? Let's go over the history of Hammerworks. So Hammerworks. So before they used to do, basically they used to do die subs on PBT blanks. That's what they are good at doing. Okay, so this is what they're good at doing. These PBT blanks would be Gateron, or more notably, BSP blanks. So BSP used to be this company that had Cherry Corp molds. So BSP specifically was Cherry PBT, like Cherry Corp PBT, right? Like the actual company that used to produce these caps, right? So this is the main one, and they basically did several runs of this BSP stuff. They basically had three runs on Keycaps, right? And they were called, you know, BSP blah blah blah, round 1, round 2, round 3, right? So you had like round 1 through round 3. In the first few rounds, they had things like they had things like Peacock, Cyrillic, in red and blue. They had Hebrew, only came in green, I believe. They had no Tulip. Tulip did not exist back then. What else was there? Was Desco around back then? I think Desco might have been around. I just don't remember. Desco? Question mark? Question mark. Peacock, Cyrillic, and Hebrew were pretty Oh, Arabic. Let me look it up. BSP. So you can look it up. If you look up BSP PBT key set, the person who would run the group buy for Hammerworks was not Hammer themselves. Hammer was a third party. The person who ran these BSP runs was named Imsto. You've surely heard this name. They were a vendor back in the day. Imsto was a vendor back in the day from Asia. And they would run these BSP dye sublimated keycaps that were dye sublimated by Hammerworks. Hammerworks was an unknown was an unknown person. Like they didn't know, no one knew who Hammer exactly was back then. They just knew as like someone's doing the dye sublimation, but Imsto is placing all the orders. Yeah. Okay. So Imsto ran these 3 runs on Geekhack. And other things. Imsto ran a ton of different things. Imsto also had Gadron blanks, Gadron stuff. Like they had the black on black sets, right? Black on black. And their own sets, like their own shop, like web store, you know, web store stuff. Blah, 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 right? They had a lot of other stuff. So Imsto had a lot of stuff going on. However, one day Imsto disappeared. Imsto actually disappeared, just straight up ghosted. So Imsto ghosted, and so Hammerworks was probably left without work, right? Like they didn't receive orders from Imsto, right? And things appeared on eBay, so that's a different story. That's Ivan. Ivan was a runner of Imsto black on black sets, so he would ask Imsto to send him these dye sublimated sets, which were not done by Hammer, I think. I think the black on black sets were done by somebody else, which we don't know whom. We don't know who did the black on black sets, but they're Gadron blacks, black Gadron blanks with black, like dye sublimation on them, right? So anyway, so for Hammer though, they later ran what was initially called BSP Round 4. And this was posted first on Geekhack. And then it went on group buy on Drop, or back then it was called Mass. I think it was it Drop or I think it was Mass Drop still back then. And then what happened here was what they would do, right? So just like in the first case, BSP makes the blanks, Hammer buys the blanks, and puts the dye sublimation on it, right? So basically there are 3 parties here, right? So there's Drop is connected to Hammer, who buys from BSP, right? BSP provides the keycaps, right? So these are the keycaps, this is the printing, and this is the overall product being sold, the vendor. What happened was BSP basically told Hammer to fuck themselves because they had by this time, this was like 2019, I think, 2018, 2019, I'm not sure, you guys can look it up. But this run, back then these sets were actually pretty expensive. They were like around $170 plus shipping, and only had TKL compatibility. Win-keyless TKL compatibility, by the way. Win-keyless TKL, that's it. Win-keyless TKL compat for about $170. That was the retail price of the BSP sets. It was around $170. Very expensive sets. And in round 1, many things ran. In round 1, we had, well, this is BSP round 4, sorry. But in this run, we had Arabic, Tulip, we had Peacock, and what else do we have? Let me just check. Come on, why is my why is this not working properly? Oh yeah, and APL, right? No wait, Peacock actually didn't happen on round 1. That's right. No, Peacock was not around. It was Arabic, Tulip, APL, and Greek Tulip. Those were the original 4 key sets that were run for the first round of CRP, what became CRP. So it was called BSP round 4 back then. BSP round 4, and then BSP basically told Hammer to fuck themselves, so no more keycaps. So because Hammer now didn't have keycaps to work with, they were like, we either refund everybody or we make the keycaps ourselves. So they decided to make keycaps themselves. So Hammerworks makes now make their own caps, right? Their own caps, and that's what became CRP. Right? So now this became CRP round 1. CRP stands for Classic Reissue Profile, which is basically to say it's a replica of a classic profile, and it's a reissue, which is basically cherry replica, right? And they're replicating cherry profile, and they're replicating these dye sublimations that were on these very rare cherry keyboards in the past. Greek Tulip was actually a creation of their own. Greek Tulip does not exist in a cherry board. Greek Tulip was their own creation. So this was like an original set where they combined Tulip and what they knew of Greek cherry legends. So they did this, and they basically said, so they offered everyone an opportunity to refund when this BSP thing happened. And they basically said, for if you stay in the group buy, like if you trust us and you stay in the group buy, you know, basically people will get these bonus sets. And those bonus sets, they actually announced them later. These bonus sets were Hebrew, Hebrew Green, Hebrew Blue, Moscow Knights, and Sakura, GI Pink Sakura, or Sakura GI Pink, let's say. These were the 4 sets that were produced as bonuses of these 4. So they made 8 different designs for CRP round 1. So this all was CRP round 1. So this was bonus for faithful participants, right? People who stuck around for the first round, even though they had, you know, risked themselves by trying to go through BSP, but BSP decided not to do any caps. So BSP doesn't do any caps. Maybe they threw away the molds. We don't know. No one knows what happened to BSP. BSP just rebranded into a company called Logic Keyboard, and they don't do keycaps anymore. They don't do these cherry profile keycaps anymore. So now it's CRP round 1, and Hammer starts doing CRP, right? And for round 2 we have had, and so round 2 now it's all by Hammer. So it's keycaps made by Hammer, dye sublimation made by Hammer, and the vendorship is through Drop. And then later, like Syrup Labs came around and was decided to proxy for round 2.2. So round two had APL, Tulip, Peacock, and Desco. And then here they also had like the child kits. They had like R5, Win Keyless, Numpad, like icons, like cherry icons, Cherry Win, and then like I think HHKB, I think, etc., right? And then in so this happened, and then a thing called R2.2 happened, which was through Syrup Labs. And R2.2 was basically R2 again, but this was because R2 came out with the color of R2 caps were slightly more, like slightly warmer compared to R1. So they didn't look as like creamy, they looked a little bit warmer than that, but they were still fine. Like they're still working caps. They're actually better than round 1 caps. So round 2 basically was slightly less saturated compared to round 2. And then they also introduced the 65, 75 kit, and I think the 1800 kit. And then round 3 was they had 2551, they had Xerox, they had the Japanese black pink, and they had Desco black, right? And then they did part 2 of that, which was Tulip, Peacock, I think, what else? And then like child kits. And then now we are finally at R4. Now we have R4, and in R4 basically they're bringing back everything they did before. So they brought back Hebrew, which they initially said they wouldn't do that. They said Hebrew green, Hebrew blue. They bringing back Desco as an add-on. Now they're doing so old stuff. What else? They're doing APL, Arabic, Tulip, Greek Tulip, Peacock. They're also doing that one. And then they added new stuff. So here we have new stuff. Oh no, we also have old stuff like 2551, Xerox, which is, well, actually no, that's not technically not old because they redid the colors. The JP Blackpink. Am I forgetting anything, guys? And Desco Black. And then new stuff they're doing Cyrillic in red and in orange. They're doing ANSI, just plain old ANSI. And what else? And I think that's it. That's actually, oh, and Xerox White, I guess. Xerox White is technically new. Yeah. And then R4 actually has good compatibility. R4 introduced the all-in mods and all that stuff, which is, so R4 has, the benefits of R4 right now is amazing compatibility options. For like pretty much like all these different layouts. They still don't have mod tilde, or I know they don't have mod pipe, I think, which is great. Anyway, they know what they're doing. So anyway, so that was that. So do you think there will be warping, or have they eliminated that? So they've actually, so yeah, so round 1 had some issues, which were the tightness of the stem was not perfect, so they're slightly loose on some rows, but it was still fine. Actually, I like my round 1 sets a lot. Round 2, slightly warmer tone, but still great. Actually, round 2 they really nailed down the texture, the top texture. Round 1 was a little rougher. Round 2 had it really nice and smooth. It was very like starting from round 2, the texture of the keycaps felt like OG die subs. They felt a lot like OG die subs. So round 2 is when they really got their shit together for that, but the compatibility was not so great just yet. So, and then round 3 and round 4 is where we are currently. Round 3 also, like, the kits were not perfect. They didn't have perfect kitting, I think. But round 4 now has all the compatibility. And they also have great, they have R5, they have proper 1800 support for R5, that's right. They have Alice spacebars now. So they have all these new things for R4. So if you're debating going in on CRP round 4, it's a very good time to go into CRP because they're offering all the compatibility you'll need, plus you'll also have Plus, it's at the price, like it's at the best price possible, which is the group buy price. Yeah, and there's all the old options plus some new ones. Yeah. What's the history of 2551? It's based on an original keyboard called the G802551 HAD. Literally, it's like named after that keyboard. Like I can show you, I guess. It just you can look it up. G802551 HAD. It's an actual keyboard, and you can go here Distority, and if you look at the photos here, it's legitimately this exact keyboard. It's very small, but you can see it's like it's modeled after this keyboard, like an actual keyboard. Yeah, that used to exist. All of these things used to exist, right? Like the Peacock set. Peacock is based on G81 3000 SAT, or actually it's the other one, but this one's like the more premium version of that. But yeah, but see, Peacock is based on this. You can see the legends, the Czech legends here, right? You can see these guys, right? You can look these up. Like you can look up cherry, tulip, keycaps, and maybe type Distority, and then you'll find tulip branded Azurity or whatever, and you'll be able to find it. And see the tulip legends that you've seen on OG Tulip, here they are. So they're all based on real things, all of these sets. Like all of these sets are all based on real things. Like APL Cherry Distority, you can look it up, and here it is, G80 3471. And if you look, if you click here, you have the red orangish legends that are APL, right? So they're all based on real keyboards that used to exist with these legends. Just maybe like modernize a tad bit, just to make sure they're compatible with everything else. How does it compare to Leopold, apart from profile? I would say they are... I mean, Leopold caps are nice. They're thick PVT and all, but I personally like CRP more. And the same profile as Cherry profile, and yeah. So the only original sets that they made, the original sets are gonna be Greek Tulip is original. Japanese Black Pink is original. Is basically unique. And the rest are all based on real keyboards or typewriters. Yeah. Leopold would probably last longer. That's kind of what they're made for, but CRP looks way better for me. I think they would probably last just as long because they're both PVT. So I can't see that being different. Anyway, so that's all for Hammer. And that's all I have for today. Hopefully that was helpful. But yeah, so you should appreciate Hammer's work a lot, because Hammer basically made keycaps from scratch, and you know, made cherry profile keycaps from scratch, and is doing it right. It's taken them these 4 rounds plus their long expertise of dye sublimation to get to the point they are today. They really do some amazing work. Like the quality of their dye subs is A+. Nothing. They're the ones who come the closest to OG Cherry dye subs. The closest. Nothing as close to that. Like, that's just the best you can get right now. If you want OG dye subs, good luck. You're gonna go out there, be paying hundreds, even thousands of dollars, and probably actually not even gonna find what you want anyway. And it has shit compatibility, full size compatibility, ISO enter, no ANSI, no full like left shift, like long left shift and shit if it's ISO, right? So yeah, it's just the reality. And I have OG dye subs. Trust me, I've spent hundreds of dollars on OG dye subs, okay, and they're nice, they're great, I love them, but the compatibility is shit. That's the reality. I need to use ISO, or I need to just borrow 2.25U long shifts and pipes from other sets and stuff. But yeah, so IMO, GMK best in the ABS double shot game, CRP best in the PVT dice up game right now. As far as premium thick cherry profile keycaps go, yeah. So I think they just offer great stuff. So I highly recommend. I think that's all I got though. But yeah, if you guys are curious about anything else, let me know. Was Bsp better back in the day? No, not necessarily. Some of the issues that Bsp had was, for example, Bsp had the long shifts were slightly like banana shaped. So like if you looked at the shift key, like from the front, it kind of looked like slightly bowed like this. Like it would still fit, but it was slightly bowed at the top. People call them banana shifts, especially like the 2.75 U shift kind of looked like a little banana shaped. The texture was really good, and the die sub was really good. It was not perfect, but it was still very good. I mean, the die sublimation quality has stayed about the same over the past many years. Like Hammer has always done really good die sub work, but the compatibility also was bad for Bsp. Bsp never made 7U PBT spacebars, so we need to be thankful that we have good 7U spacebars in PBT thanks to CRP. If CRP had not happened, if Hammer had given up doing this after Bsp bailed them, like after Bsp like bailed out and decided to not do it, we would not have these nice PBT spacebars. We would have to rely on like ePBT and stuff, or just like grab a GMK spacebar. Yeah. But yeah, they only had win-keyless TKL compatibility, win-keyless TKL, and maybe numpad, depending on the set. Yeah, that was the extent of Bsp compatibility back in the day. They always had R5 though. R5 1.25 view mods. Do you think Hammerworks will come out with any new colorways? Yeah, I mean they already have. They are already doing new colorway sets. Look at the Commodore, the C64 sets. Do you see that? Do you see that one on Keycaps? And like they did a buyer. They already ran these. They already ran C64. Those were technically like, they're inspired by the Commodore, but they're also original in a way. Like they changed a few things. Like there's many reasons I didn't get that one was because I didn't like the lowercase modifiers. Yeah. ePBT has been making PBT for so long. Shame they haven't nailed the straightness and alignment issues. I don't think they care, to be honest. I think as long as they sell, they can wash their hands off and move on. So yeah, ePBT is like one of those brands that like they can do relatively accessible and like relatively accessible PBT caps that people can buy with decent compatibility at a good enough price, and that's probably all they care about. Yeah. Hoping he'll do a key set like that. Ah, the infamous Polish programmer set. The one set that basically does not exist. That person still owns that, I believe, but yeah, hopefully one day maybe we'll see something like that. I actually have suggested it many times, being like, can you please do SAW please. But yeah, I was disappointed by ePBT dice up. ePBT used to be worse. ePBT got a lot better at one point. There was a point where like you looked at the ePBT like shift key or something, and it looked like it was a blur. It was like shit. Yeah. Like the keycaps look kind of blurry because the texture also matters a lot. The way the die sets into the keycap is based on the top texture too. It's not just like getting the right color and the right alignment. CRP R2 wasn't that good though. It wasn't great, yeah. I mean, like it had its issues. All of these sets have had their own issues. R2.2 was kind of like the turning point where they had finally addressed all of these different things. But then R4 is finally where they're addressing compatibility more correctly. Yeah, my Retrocyrillic turned out pretty well too. Yeah, the spacebar isn't perfect, but it's fixable. Yeah. My Retrocyrillic set is actually okay. I think it was a hit or miss. Reverse die sub is a limitation to the process. I personally don't think even reverse. I don't think I can rely on reverse die sub. I feel like reverse die sub is not bound to succeed easily, because it's just like I mean, do you guys understand how this works? Like, the way die sublimation works is that you have a keycap, right? You have a keycap, and the die basically gets like it's sublimated inside. It basically turned into a vapor, and then like, you know, like put into the keycap, right? So that's why you have to have a light base and a dark die. That's why this is die sublimation, right? Like the die gets like the keycap gets heated up, and the die gets sublimated and put inside of the keycap, and that's why it's like permanent. It stays there almost. It's very, very hard to remove the die, right, once it's in. But in reverse die sub, it basically is, you have the keycap. You want to have light legends, right? So you basically, what you do for reverse die sub, you actually use a light base cap, but you basically like make the mold so it like cuts out just the like letters of the keys. So like maybe like you want like this part and this part and this part, like let's say like that. And then what you do in reverse die sub is you basically do the die all over. So you'll basically just stay with that part that was not die. So this is reverse die sub. Does that kind of make sense? Sort of. Like it's basically like the light cap is showing through. That's what this is why reverse die sub is really hard. Because reverse die sub basically means that you need to make sure that the keycap is the right size and everything, but you need to like sublimate the die on top. The reverse die sub is like a full cover over like a light base, because dies cannot be lighter than the substrate that they need to go into, right? If you do die sublimation, like if you try to die sublimate, you know, if you do like a dark base keycap, like there's like a black keycap, and you put something like you try to put dye on it, it's not gonna show. It's just clear. It's just clear. So you cannot see the legends. That's why you have to do reverse die sub. Yeah, if you look at reverse die sub caps from the bottom side, like get one of those reverse die sub caps from EPVT or something, and you'll see like they like if you look at the bottom side, like, you know, here's the stems or something, you'll see that the die is kind of like around the edges like this, and you can see like a gradient on the inside too. Yeah. You guys know, have you guys seen like Minute Physics, or I mean, or even just like what's that called, that tutorial, like Khan Academy basically. I watched those so much. I watched like those kinds of videos a lot because I struggled in school, by the way. I struggled in school, and so I used to watch tutorial videos a lot. Yeah. I used to TA too, so that's probably why. I used to TA a lot, so yeah. Or like I used to tutor in college. Yeah. Tutoring was fun. I like teaching for sure. Good TAs are always like rare and in between, I feel. There's always that one really good TA, and the rest are like just there for the ride. Yeah. Can't go to for sure. Seems you like teaching. You want to stay in academics? I'm not sure if I'll stay in academics though. It can be a rewarding and noble career, but it's also like there's power politics. There's a lot of politics and issues with. There's a lot of systemic issues in academia that I'm torn about. Like, it's like I could participate in it and kind of be a good scientist and researcher and teacher, whatever. But I'm not sure if it's rewarding enough for me to feel enticed to it just yet. Peer reviews, yeah, that too. And like if you have like any kind of drama or issues, yeah, it's a precarious spot to be in. Academia is like noble career, but I'm not sure how fulfilling it can be. Draining, publish or perish. I'm in the same boat. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know there's power play everywhere, but academia has a long history of it, and like there's a certain hierarchy that is brutal, like until you get like tenured and stuff, right? I mean, of course, I'm just seeing it from the inside, but I'm sure. I mean, I used to work for a company too that like also had some issues with that. But yeah, is double shot only for ABS? PBT can be double shot. I believe you can double shot PBT as well. I've seen PBT double shot. I think there's like PBT double shot out there, right? Pretty sure I've seen some PBT double shot sets. Yeah, you can do PBT double shot. Tenure track, K1 or R1 grants, yeah. Bareness says she knows what's up, like what all this is about. The whole grant writing stuff too. It's scary. Yeah, Leopold is PBT double shot, yep. The pudding caps are double shot, yeah. Technically, yeah. Yo, Temptation, hello. We're just talking about Hammerworks history for a bit. You get CRP finally? Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of CRP. I'm picking up like both Cyrillics, both Hebrews to replace my R1 sets. I'm picking up what else am I picking up? I am picking up oh wait, where's the list I wrote? I'm picking up Greek tulip, and Greek tulip, Cyrillic, ANSI, and Hebrew. Yeah. Oh, and Japanese Blackpink too. Yeah, picking up a lot of stuff. Yeah. Hope you have good grant proposals. I'm not close to that just yet. I'm very far from it right now. My research hasn't gone anywhere. I'll be writing grants whenever I have actual research to present for a grant. Yeah. Skipped anti, probably regret that later. If you have like tulip, I feel like you're gonna be okay. I feel like you're okay. Like you don't need ANSI if you own something close enough to it. I kind of felt that way too when I also like was thinking, oh, do I need like a clean set? But I was like, I have to live. It's good enough. All right, let's see. All right, shall we go raid Suzzboards? I'm tired now. I got tired talking about all this. Let's see. He's still streaming because he's in a subathon. All right. So, well, today was fun. A clean set defeats the purpose of a hammer set. Well, I mean, you know, everyone has their. Actually, like everyone has wanted an ANSI set for a long time, so it's good that they're doing it. I think it's great that they're doing it for those people too. Yeah. So yeah, let me see when I'm streaming next. So my calendar here, my jank ass calendar here. Let's see. We streamed. Today's the 29th. We streamed today. So I need to make sure that I'm streaming enough until I hit Pwner. Once I hit Pwner, I'm gonna stream a lot less just because I'm kind of tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I need to stream again. Maybe I'll stream on Tuesday? No, wait. Tuesday? Wednesday? No, Tuesday's gonna be busy. Maybe Wednesday. Yeah. Maybe Wednesday. Actually, I don't know. Let's see. Not tomorrow. I'm busy tomorrow. Monday. Might be busy. Maybe Monday. Or maybe Wednesday, I think. Yeah. I kind of decide things on the spot, so anyway, don't worry too much about it. I appreciate y'all coming to support and, you know, hang around. But all right, let's raid Sudsboards now. Again, I want to thank Kinetic Labs, and just as a quick reminder for those who are looking into group buy stuff, CRP is the last day tonight. GMK Cyrillic, beige and white and black ends on the 1st, and GMK Hazakura also ends on the 31st. So if you're debating getting Hazakura, I think it's on the 31st. Just a reminder, I said it for myself, but I'm not sure I'm getting that set. So, but if you're like, I think it's on MechKeys, although MechKeys is not a sponsor. But yeah, just wanted to remind y'all, just in case. But yeah, thank you to Kinetic Labs for sending all the cool swag. And thank you all for coming by. I'll catch you guys on the next stream, either on Monday or on Wednesday, most likely. Yeah, just look out for the ping drop. But yeah, have a good night. All right, let's go.